Hey dudes, in this episode we are going to set up the first tower on the causeway and we're going to build the watermelon greenhouse, TheeRealDuke, and that's all happening right now. What is going on, dudes? How you guys doing? It is TheeRealDuke. I am coming to you from the Craftage Minecraft server, hosted by the fine dudes at InfiniteHeights. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling this week? You guys doing all right? So we are headed. I hope you are. I hope you are. I don't mean to continue on without waiting for your reply, even though I can't hear you as I'm recording this. No, seriously though. I hope you guys are doing all right. So we are on the causeway, as you can see, and it's actually quite a ways to go. We're maybe halfway on the causeway. And here's an outline that I made with dirt for one of the towers. And basically, we're going to do a little stone tower type thing with some wood effects on it. And we're going to connect it over here so it looks like this causeway is supported. There's another island there. And a tiny island over there. We're going to build a couple more. I wanted to take care of one of these today to show you guys kind of what I was talking about, because I haven't done too much work on the causeway in a while. So let's just slide. I see you over there, buddy. I see you, boy. I see you. Oh, and just in case other dudes hop on, let's just turn this off so they can have their privacy. I don't need to record their convos for posterity. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is a similar thing to how the greenhouses, the tree farm was set up. So I'm going to come up here. Try that again. I picked 4 in my head. I'm just doing 4. So 1, 2, and with the 2 down there already, that's 4. So I'm going to throw this up here. Let's kick this off the side. You remember how we did this? Get my axe and try that again. You know what I'm talking about with the greenhouse, right? So let me just, yeah, alright. Let's go with the stone brick slabs here. I think that's going to be nice. So on the top there, top there, top there, and top there. And I think we can reach that from the ground, but it's just easier if we do it while we're up. So why not, right? You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we have the basic structure up. I climbed back up here, and I busted some blocks around here. And I put them back right away, but I busted some blocks so that I could make sure I got the smooth under arch kind of thing for the arm, the support arm, looking right. And I was kind of jumping up and down, basically, and I was like, you know, from here to the line that would be at the end of the tower here, it was just a little bit too long to look right. So I was like, I'll jog it out a couple blocks, and then I think that actually works much better. So now for the parkour master move. Here it comes. Yep. Yeah, nailed it. Oh yeah. Yeah. You would have lost money on that bet, I bet, if you would have been betting for me to do that. But basically, so it just goes 2 out, and then 3, and then 2. Oh no! Oh Jesus! There's your money back on that bet. There it is. There it is. All right, so then we go 2, and I'm just gonna kind of keep going around here like we do. So what else are we going to do with this tower while we are messing with these bricks out here, these blocks, the stone bricks? Well, I'm going to do crenellations around the top. I am just doing a bit of a platform here, and I want to kind of maybe swim over to that one from here and take a look and see if it looks hefty enough, because I want it to look like it's sturdy enough and large enough to actually support the weight of the causeway. And if it doesn't, we're gonna have to add some. We're gonna have to fix it. So we're doing a little bit of figuring out as we go, which is, you know, something we do. So it should be, yeah, I'm totally doing this from 1, 2, 3. There we go. I don't know what was going on there, but I brought some, I think I brought a grass block with me and some dirt. I did bring a grass block. I don't know if there's going to be grass in it. But again, that's something we're going to have to figure out as we go. Maybe it would look good. I mean, I'd like to have grass out here, but just not 100% sure. So now that we are back around the circle, how does that fit with this here? Does that look okay? I think that's probably going to be fine. I think we should, to be safe, throw some stone brick stairs like this, like here, and here maybe, and maybe here and here. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Okay. And so then we will build up for from whatever shape that ends up making. And by build up, I mean I'm just gonna do 2 blocks at a time till we get to the correct level, because it's not critical how exactly. I mean, there's not gonna be a station here. We are just gonna be zipping past here. But it's this detail that we thought of this to kind of add a little touch of consideration here. So actually, so that one, and then I can break this one too, right? Yes. Okay. Let's pillar up. It's actually only 2 blocks, I think, total to the top. Yeah. So this might look a little too thick in here, so we might have to come back and poke some holes. But that's alright. We come back, poke some holes. No big deal. So I'm going to finish up this ring. I'm going to start the crenellations around the side of the ring. And I might have to make a run back for more materials. That would be killer. I would hate that if I had to do that. So I'm going to finish up this ring here. I'm going to think about how I'm going to do the underside. And we'll be right back. Alright, so I do have... We got good guy Disc on here too. He is hanging out and doing some hardcore stuff. I don't know if you noticed the golden apples I have on me. But we're testing out a little hardcore thing. I did some silliness with command blocks way out in the distance, and the whole server's on hardcore mode basically in very significant ways. But anyway, there may or may not be more on that coming up from my channel later. But so I went around. I did a bunch actually. I did a lot. None of it very interesting. Lots of up and down. Lots of back and forth. I threw this crenellation on, which we recognize from back at the base. So this looks familiar, which is sweet. If I come over here, you can see the cool kind of detailing we threw in over there. With this kind of cool detailing here, it makes me feel like a little bit like we should have something over here. But the appearance is going to change a little bit when we throw the crenellations around. But I thought of another cool idea. To do up on top here, which I hope I get a second to show you guys. So this is a half slab right here. This is a half slab also, obviously. And so this one looks like it's poking down. Maybe later we will jump down there or something. But I've been climbing up and down. I threw a bunch of ladders up there, or I threw a bunch of ladders up onto the legs, climbed up, climbed down, swam over, swam back, and I've just been, just running back and forth. And I had to make a trip back for more supplies. And even though I brought a chest with me, I thought I brought a chest with me. I planned on bringing a chest with me to fill with all the junk I need and more, and I just could not remember to actually just plunk the freaking crap down. So let's see if we can just make this look a little bit more interesting right here. And I think I can do this one. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to have to remember this because we're going to have to do this a bunch more times. Okay. So let's go like this. And then I'm going to have to... Is that going to work? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I did this wrong. I know what I'll do. Make this just a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. We'll do this. There we go. That'll do it. Oh, you know what? Let's add even just a smidge more interest by doing this. Except I don't have enough of those. Crap. All right. We're making adjustments on the fly. It happens. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Those are definitely gone forever. Turn to cobble. So let's use some of these slabs. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Definitely. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Excuse me. Oh yeah, just that little bit. Just that little bit of a bump out right there is exactly what we needed. And then we're still going to do our normal crenellations around. So let's see if we can bang out this one, if we can remember exactly how we did it. And that one's good to go. Actually, and then I put that one back. And then came off of that with this. Boom, boom. Like that. Yep. Alright. So we got that. So I'm going to light this up a little bit so we don't get any crap going down, right? I'm gonna light this up a little bit. I'm gonna throw up the crenellations, and then we'll maybe we'll think about jumping down or just heading out in one direction and taking a look at it and see what kind of updates we need to make it to make it as detailed as we need as the sun sets on the Craft-Age server. Oh man! All right, I'll be right back. Ooh, and darkness falls across the land. So we're almost done with these crenellations here. I want to bring you guys back in so you can see what I'm talking about. I switched it up a little bit. Instead of going every other one, which would have meant here and here for the ones with the cobble, and then just a small one in the middle there, I figured if I did it like this, and I did it symmetrical, so in the center of this point is one of these, center of this point is one of those, center of this point is one of those, the center of this point is still one of those, so it looks almost like this side is just kind of extruded out a little farther. So I thought that was a pretty slick idea, if I do say so myself. So I went with it, and as soon as I throw this up, we're gonna sprint just a little bit down here and see. Oh yeah, that looks pretty sweet. So what was this last thing that I figured out that I wanted to do that I thought was going to be so cool? Let me get rid of this, buddy. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. So let's break out the old shovelus. And I'm just going to glitch real strangely for a second. And actually, we didn't need to do that. But let's do... Actually, yeah. Alright. Check this out. Okay. Yeah. Now, I didn't bring anything to set this on fire with because, you know, I'm good at this game, but... oh, God. This is so many trips back and forth. So many trips. Grr. But we're just going to make a cool urn slash torchy. We're going to make an awesome torchy furnace. Not a bad starchy voice, right? Starchy. It is going to be awesome. Now, when I make them, I really prefer to hide all of the netherrack. So it's like, wow, that thing is just like en fuego, which is Spanish for on fuego. And I want to... I like hiding all the netherrack. You know what? I don't have a good reason for it. I feel like it looks nicer if all the netherrack is hidden. I guess my real reason is just my own personal preference. I don't know. I'm digging it. And then I think we're gonna make it. We're just gonna do this, and I think that's gonna make it look like an urn with a rim, right? Is this doing it for you? What do you think? Is that gonna look good? On fire? With huge fire? It needs crap along the bottom? Agreed. Yeah, a little something like that. A little bit of just a little touch of the aggression. Just a little touch. Just a touch of the aggression. Right there. Oop. Right there. And then this last spot here. Ooh. I don't know if this is going to work or if it's going to look right or if you're going to get it, but because this side is extruded a little further, I feel like I should do this. Maybe that's not gonna make sense. Let's see. It's just checking, man. We're doing it as we go. Yeah, you know what? I think that's good. I do like that. I do like that. So let me run back. Let me do some cleanup around here. Do my final finishing touches. And then we'll head back and take on this watermelon farm. I'm excited. Are you excited? Be excited. Okay. Okay, so after, I don't even know how many trips back and forth because I can't remember everything I need in one single trip. I have finished up here. This awesome flaming urn looks awesome. Awesome flaming urn is awesome. I have my flint and steel, so I was able to light it on up. And it's time to head back. So I wanted to hop in the minecart. And then we could maybe point backwards as we head in that direction and gander at it. So let's see how we did here. What do you think? Is that intense? Is that sweet? I think it's pretty sweet. I'm really happy with how it turned out. That little curl right there, so you know it's hanging on. So we are in it for a minute. While we're riding here, I will catch you guys back at the base. Come on, man. You know that looks good. You know that looks good. Come on now. Come on now. So we are rolling into the station, which is a junkie station. Never been good with minecarts. Never really tried too much either, but I did a little work earlier and I laid out where the watermelon farm is, and it is semi-automatic. It's piston harvesting. It's not fully automatic. There's some updates coming in 1.8, maybe sooner, maybe 1.7.6. Will make 100% efficient, fully lossless watermelon farms or pumpkin farms and so forth possible and simple to do. And I completely appreciate those and think those are awesome for what they are. I really do. I want something that maybe looks a little different, and if I get a decent amount of efficiency, and by looks better or looks different, I mean if I'm gonna see it. So I have, for example, down in here, I have my sugarcane farm, and that looks like a mess. That doesn't look like what an actual sugarcane farm would look like, but it's also almost entirely hidden and will be in the end entirely hidden by all of this stuff, and I just felt no actual need to have that on display. If I did, I would have built it probably slightly differently. Now, I do think this design looks cool, and I do appreciate it for how it looks 100%. Don't think that I'm saying otherwise, because I'm not at all. What I am saying is if I'm going to have something exposed, you know how I do, it's got to look cool. Like, I'm going to have these platforms for my tree farms over here. They're going to look sweet, and, you know, I tried to make that happen. I could have built a box, and I could have jammed a wither in the box and done some automatic tree harvesting and stuff like that. I certainly have the bone meal to do it and the space to do it. I just, you know, I like the way it looks. I do truly appreciate the way it looks, and so I would also like to see a little greenhouse type structure here. So I just dug some trenches and I lined some stuff. I didn't do too much work on it because I want to show you guys the idea that I had for it. But basically, all we're going to do is... so, actually, it's easier if I explain it from up top here. And I don't have the materials yet, so I'm going to go grab them in 1 second. But basically, I'm going to run a row of redstone torches up this line here, okay? And so when I put a redstone torch down, the pistons laterally will raise up, okay? And those are what our watermelons will grow onto. So the seed or plant itself will be here. It'll grow a watermelon there, and then bloop, that'll pop when we push a button, and the button's going to be over here somewhere. Are you with me? It's pretty simple. So I'm going to have this row of stone brick with a row of redstone torches on it, and then from this side, from the button, I'm going to run a repeater to the middle. Now this is 21 blocks long. because I like odd numbers. And so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to wherever that is. And the next one will be the middle. And if I put power, because remember how redstone works, if I put power into this block, the redstone torch coming out of the block will shut off. So I'm just going to line up a bunch of repeaters. I'm going to bring the redstone signal down into the middle, and bam, we're going to have them all eject on both sides at one time. And then we're going to pretty it up. I might try and do a glass dome that kind of hangs over here. I feel like a lot of glass right now. I feel like a build with a good amount of glass in it is going to be pretty sexy. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to grab some materials. I'm going to throw this down. I'm going to get the basics of the redstone underneath done, and then I will show you how it works. Hi, I see you, peekaboo. Little baby cakes. How you doing, buddy? So, the pistons are extended, and I'm actually just gonna run real quick and throw some dirtums, and pass this way. You know, I should have probably had the melon seeds planted so they could be sprouting by now. Be, you know, that much closer to. Jeez, a little extra with the haste in my beacon zone. So they could be, you know, a lot closer to maturity, so they could be a lot closer to harvesting by the time we're done here. But what are you going to do? So, you can see that they're up, so they're not making any noise. I have a little button here, and I'm just going to throw this down there, and then we're going to wire it up. I'm just going to demonstrate briefly what the basic mechanism is. Yo, buddy, seriously, I'm trying to... Oh, you got friends now, huh? You must want that. And I shall give it to you. And I shall give it to you. Feel it. So let's close that up now that we wasted that time. Moving on. Okay, so this will only throw power like 15 blocks. And this is 21 blocks long. So for me to get power to extend or retract all these pistons simultaneously, I'm going to have to cut it somehow. So, you know, it's actually only going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in this direction. And 10 in that direction, so it's okay. So, it's, you know, just one will do. Just one will do. But you'll be able to hear them switch when I hit the button. Ready? Here it come. Here it come. You ready? You ready? Okay, go. Cut chunk. Is there some weird glitch thing happening? Or what am I? There was a weird glitch thing happening, but it worked. You could hear him chunking. So now, I'm just going to take this. Nope, this is not rocket science. I'm just going to run this line to where it's convenient. Oh, you burning. To where it is convenient. Easy peasy, living greasy. And where it will be convenient is where we decided, just right up here. So I'm going to finish running that. I'm going to put the button in, and then we're going to start making this thing look pretty. Alright, check it out, check it out. Just one little detail here. So because they are on normally, when I'm not hitting the button, because they're on, we need to actually reverse this, reverse it here. So I'm just putting this in a little inverter. Now, when I hit this button, it will unpower this in the same way that those work. And that'll be it. Just like that. All good. That is it. So how are we going to fill this in here? Let me bust this chump out. Not needed. And I'm going to have to do some tidying up underneath, but that's all good. That's not going to be a big deal. So this is just going to be the path. And what I'm going to do is, the way I'm going to have it set up is, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to come strolling through like I'm cool kid. Hit this and just profit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's the idea. And then I just wanted to, I like using glass. I'm in a glassy kind of mood. That's not glass. Glassy, feeling in a glassy kind of way right now. So we're gonna cover up the water, which looks nice. All right, great. This is awesome because I don't obviously I just wasted a piece of glass, but more importantly, I don't have a Don't have a hoe on me right now. That's all good though. So we'll protect our little plants, little seedlings. I brought plenty of glass, it's all good. Protect our little seedlings thusly. Ooh, idea occurs. We can break that out. How am I gonna be? I'm gonna have to do it like this. What's that like? That doesn't work. That was a stupid idea. Stupid. Yeah, we're gonna just stick with this. Stick with that. That works. Throw glass over here. And they will grow just fine under that glass. Don't you worry your pretty little heart about it. Don't you worry none. They're gonna be alright. So there we go. Starting to look a little greenhousey. Starting to look a little planty. What it needs, though, what it really needs, in my opinion, what it really needs is some awning up here. So I'm going to get some seedlings planted, and then we're going to get cracking on a nice awning. I'm really feeling this, like, curve coming out of there. Really feeling that. Really feeling it. God, I hate that sound anyway. That sound means profit, so I guess I don't hate it too much. But, so we got our seedlings planted. They're looking good. They're growing. Hopefully we'll get some watermelon soon. What we're up here doing now is I just got to figure out what I want the arc to be like to reach that side. So I'm thinking it's going to have to come out 4, then 3, then 2 to get to that point. So let's just slap that up there with these. Thus, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Dirt bridge, yeah. God, I sing so good. Why are you so lucky to hear it? Yikes! What if I thought that? What if that was my general state of being, which is shrieking like that? In that horrible voice. Oh my god. My family would disown me. Alright, so I'm just slapping these on here so we don't get any dudes spawning. No big. No big. And then right over here is where we bring the glass. Oh, not there. Right over here is where we waste the glass. Awesome. Awesome, double awesome. Oh jeez. All right, let's just actually stop for a second and see. Take a step back and see what that actual. Yeah, that is exactly it. That is it. That is it exactly. Except what I want to do is. So we're gonna need some supports, right? So I'm gonna measure this distance in here. I'm gonna put a post over here, even if it doesn't make too much sense. It'll look right. Right by there, and I might remove that. So I'm gonna throw some oak here, and I'm gonna measure those posts out, and then we're gonna run this thing across. Let's see how it looks. Yes, so we have some watermelons coming in. They're looking good. We have most of this up. So we're gonna get onto this glass right now. I can hear an Enderman kind of doing that weird Enderman sound thing. So I got rid of that little dirt stairway there. I dropped these down. It turned out there was a nice odd number of 9 between those. I think this looks fine here. I'm going to throw an upside down stair here. Tell me I got some. I missed that. Slap it in there. Yeah, there we go. So that's set. That looks good. I just do these little half slab supports here. And basically the frame is done, and we know it works already, so that's sweet. So we just really need to put the glass in, and what I want to do is I want to have this kind of thing with the stone brick and the slabs on every one of these cross members here. So that should be no problem to bang out. The biggest problem is going to be that I'm going to run out of materials before I'm able to do that, but that's going to be easy because that just comes out 4, then 3, then those 2 sit there, and then I just plop that there like that. Bam. Bloop, 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 bloop. And this kind of creates a cool effect where because you know it's like a It's like an in and out kind of thing, pushing in, pulling out the surface there, so it's kind of up and raised and pushed in a little bit where that is. So I'm really digging when that happens and when I can make that happen. So this shouldn't be too much trouble. What do you think? What do you think? This one needs to go right there. Don't need it. All good. Yes. All right. So we are almost done with this. I'm just gonna polish this little bit off here. Just not too much. We just have one more section. I'm gonna just kind of do this kind of deal over on the end to make it look nice and finish it off, you know, succinctly as the sun rises. As the sun rises upon Duke's fortress. The sunrise is a little epic, especially when you get like the sun coloring the mist, you know, kind of effect. I really do like that, but I'm not claiming the fortress to be nearly that epic. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm gonna finish up the glass here, and then we're gonna check it out. Hopefully, we'll have a full couple of rows of melons down there to harvest. So, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. So, we are done, and I think it looks pretty awesome. And we're up here by my nether portal. This is really the best angle, because from up there you really lose a little bit of that. Let's just drop down here. Okay. So from down here, though, I mean, check that out. You got the blue sky poking through. Look at that sunlight hitting. Got glass everywhere. Makes it feel real greenhousey to me. I'm digging it. So let's actually let me just show you guys real quick. Here's what I'm feeling. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Boom. And profit. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, look at that one grew right away. Oh, got some stragglers. Got some stragglers. Got some stragglers, but that is no big deal. So just one pass. Look at those watermelons popping in. Man, I got over a stack of watermelon slices just like that. So what do you guys think? I love the superimposition of, you know, the stone on the glass on the wood. I really do just love the way that looks. It's just really doing it for me. And you know, like I said, I was in the mood for some glass today, so we made some glass happen, and you know, I'm feeling pretty good about it. What do you guys think? We still need a pumpkin patch. And I had kind of a weird idea for a somewhat of an automatic harvesting mushroom farm that I think works in maybe a little bit different way than I've seen before. I don't know exactly how I'm going to work those out. We still have a couple of the... I love doing that. I just love doing it. We still have a couple of the towers to do on the causeway, and you know what? I want to pretty up the causeway. Not the causeway, the actual spawner itself a little bit. And I have a kind of cool idea for that, but I don't know. We'll see. But that is it for this episode, and I want to thank you dudes so much for taking a second to check out my video. I do appreciate it genuinely, and you know, check out my YouTube channel for other videos, Minecraft style. We're doing some banished videos. We may have an ultra hardcore series on the crafted server coming out shortly. I don't know. It's in the works. We're testing it out. Hopefully it'll work out because I'm excited about it. We had a lot of fun playing it. Didn't do any recording because we were just kind of feeling it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some decent stuff to check out on there. Take a second, check some of my stuff out. Anyway, you know, you can actually... You know, the crafted server is brought to you by the cool dudes at Infinite Heights, and you can jump in that server, check out some of my other builds. If you see my Let's Build videos, you know what builds I'm talking about. They're there. You can just walk around them and see for yourself, dude. I'm on there building them. You know, the people there are cool, and you should just take a second and hop on as play.infiniteheightsmc.com. Check out the forums for all kinds of updates. We have build contests, season 3 starting very soon, next Monday. It is coming up, so check out InfiniteHeightsMC.com for all of those kinds of updates as well. Just all the information you'll need about those. But that is it for me. It's TheeRealDuke, dudes. Thank you so much for watching. I do generally appreciate every view, every like, every comment, and every sub. Thanks again, dudes. TheeRealDuke, and I'm out.